What's up everybody, it's Joe here with Joseph Blake Photography, and in today's video we have more information about the DJI Neo, little mini drone, as well as some info on the Action 5 Pro action camera. Real quick before we get into the video, my name is Joe. This is my channel, Joseph Blake Photography, where we talk about gear and technology and everything that relates to creating content, whether it be here on YouTube, elsewhere in social media, or really anywhere where you'd be using tools and technology to make cool stuff. If you're interested in stuff like that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And at the end of the video, if you think that I've done a good job and this was the right video for you, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. Obviously, you can follow me on all the various social media places, links down below and on the screen. And now let's get into the information that we have. So I reported in a previous video that we would be getting the DJI Neo, a little mini FPV style drone. And now, not only do we have some specs related to the drone, but now we have a release date and we have some size comparison information about the drone. We also have some additional details about the Fly More combo and how that is going to be put together. So covering the details from the previous video, this will be a 4K drone. It has an FPV style design, though much smaller, and it will have quote unquote AI or a quick shots feature similar to what the DJI Spark used to have, but it'll actually have a palm launch button on it that'll allow you to select which type of video or photo style that you want to shoot. The other bits of information that we had from the previous video was the fact that it would be under 160 grams, which is crazy tiny, and that it would also be under $400 for the Fly More combo, which is also crazy. So the new information that we have is number one, release date. It looks like we're going to get an announcement on the 20th of this month. That's August of 2024. So that is, as of this recording, about 2 weeks away that we're going to get that announcement on the 20th. Another interesting bit of information that we have is that it will be released in 3 different flavors. We're going to get the drone by itself, we're going to get the Fly More combo, and we're going to get the Fly More combo motion, or motion Fly More combo. So obviously the drone by itself, we don't have pricing on. The Fly More combo, we do know will be $379, at least that's what the rumors are telling us, and that Fly More combo will include 3 batteries. But now we have another Fly More combo that will also include the motion controller. It looks like an FPV drone, so it feels like we're going to be getting some of the compatibility with the rest of the FPV equipment that DJI has for drones like the Avata. Though we don't have pricing on that, we also now have leaked screenshots that show us the inside display of the Goggles 3 showing the Neo as an option, meaning that it will be goggles compatible, which obviously makes sense if they're going to sell a version with the motion controller. It's available in DJI's Flight Academy, so I'm not doing a great job at keeping this thing under wraps, but maybe that's the plan. Additionally, we've learned that these batteries are rather small. This is a tiny drone, so these batteries will last 16 minutes, but it will have full FPV capability. So teeny tiny FPV drone, $379 for a Fly More combo, maybe $479 for the combo with the motion controller. It will be Goggles 3 compatible, 4K, though we don't know a whole lot more than that. And then it looks to be about 60% the size and weight of the Avata 2. An expected announcement or release date on the 20th of August. Okay, so that is it for the new DJI Neo. The other bit of information that we got was that along with the Neo, they're also planning an announcement on the 28th of August, potentially, for the Action 5. And that's pretty much all we know, although that would make sense considering the fact that GoPro normally releases their updated cameras in September, so getting a couple of weeks ahead of GoPro is definitely a good thing here. Glad to see competition in the market. There were some leak specs that we saw from, of all places, a Men's Journal article that was referencing some Twitter X posts. They would have a 1/1/3 sensor, 155 millimeter field of view, or 155 degree field of view rather, and an f2.8 aperture. Except that those are the same specs that we have for the Action 4. And while the name Action 5 Pro has been registered, and it seems to indicate in this image that's going to be the name, There's nothing that tells us what is pro about this particular camera and how it differentiates from the 4, and if there'll be a non-pro version, because it doesn't look like there's been anything registered as a non-pro. One thing we have seen, however, is an increased battery size potentially, going from 1700-ish milliamps up to 1900 milliamps, which would be about a 10 to 15% increase over what we have from GoPro and what we're getting now from DJI. And because the camera has passed FCC inspection, we can now say that it has Wi-Fi 6. And the only other thing that we've heard is that there's the potential for an updated processor. So maybe they're throwing a new chip into kind of the existing system to improve things like stabilization, bit rates, noise reduction, things like that, maybe audio. Those are all things that you can do while keeping the same kind of sensor technology, but improving the processor. The Action 4 already supports 10-bit log, maybe ProRes on a tiny little SD card. I don't know, we'll see. That'll be super fun. But that's what we have right now on the Action 5 camera. Not a whole lot, honestly, but something I wanted to mention in this video as we're talking about fun stuff in the kind of action part of the segment of creating content from DJI, and those events are coming soon. So we're expecting an announcement very soon with an event on the 20th for the new drone and the 28th for the new camera. And that's all I've got for you for today. If that's the kind of thing that you're into, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe. As I asked in the beginning of the video, if you think that this was good information for you, please hit the like button. Let the algorithm know that I'm doing a good job. That is the one thing that you can do that is the biggest deal for the channel. Let me know down in the comments also if either of these items, especially this drone, interests you. Did you go with the Avata? Are you a Mini 4 Pro person that wants to pick up a Mini Avata or a Mini FPV drone along the way? Let me know down in the comments. I'm really curious what your thoughts are. Would you agree with me that DJI is basically crushing the cheap drone market with this? At least that seems to be what they're trying to do. I put links down in the description for the GoPro Hero 12 Black, which right now is on sale for $100 off, and the Action 4. If those are cameras that you are looking to get, those are affiliate links. That does help out the channel if you purchase through those links. Another way you can help out the channel is I have opened up memberships. Not going to be keeping a whole lot of content behind the paywall, but if you're interested in live videos or chat conversations, or maybe longer form versions of some of my content, then that is the direction to go. But obviously that's not for everybody, but I wanted to make it available for those who were interested in taking an extra step to support the channel and the videos that I make here. A free way that you can support the channel is to follow me on any of the social media platforms that you're on down below, as well as hitting like and subscribe or checking me out over on my website. You can go ahead and follow my blog over at jblake.photo/blog. I've got a great video on there about how to do great composition stuff. I'm resurrecting my Facebook and Instagram accounts after all of that was hacked and shut down while I was in the hospital during the time that my daughter was being born. So I'd appreciate your support there. That is, of course, free, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.